This video is going to call out Mossy BMW Vista for fraud. So a while back there was a video that went viral among the car community on the internet where a guy took his Mercedes into the Mercedes dealership and they told him that he needed an entirely new sunroof assembly. They told him the cables were broken, everything was jammed up. So their fix was an entirely new sunroof assembly for a cost of $5,900. He ended up taking the car to an independent shop, and the tech at the independent shop was able to take a pair of tweezers, remove a rock from the sunroof assembly, and it worked again. So obviously that Mercedes dealership lied to the guy. They basically said, what can we justify charging? Let's give him an entirely new sunroof assembly at $5,900 and tried to take him for all he was worth, where that was not what the car actually needed. Unfortunately, this is a problem at dealerships, especially high-end dealerships, and the same thing happened to me. Mossy BMW Vista tried to charge me $3,200 for a repair that I ended up getting done for $100. And in the process, really tried to give me the shaft in multiple ways. So I'm absolutely livid, calling out Mossy BMW Vista, going to be running to BMW North America, and yeah. So to get into the details, what exactly happened, long story short, I have a 2008 BMW 335i and I have an extended warranty. What does that mean? That means that with that extended warranty, most of my repairs are covered by the warranty company. All I have to do is take the car to any shop and I pay a $100 deductible when something goes wrong. So Mossy BMW Vista is kind of located in North San Diego County, and then there's an independent shop that I like that is in Central San Diego. Why do I use two places for my car? Convenience. It depends on where I'm at in San Diego at the time. Also, too, I'll be honest with you. Every now and then I like to go to the dealer because they give you a free BMW loaner car. So if I want to drive around in a free BMW while my car is being serviced, I'll take it to the dealer, even though they charge a little bit more, just because I don't really care. I'm paying a $100 deductible no matter where I go. Now that said, I don't want the dealer to ever try to screw my warranty company because I want to, stay on good terms with them so they cover repairs in the future. And that ended up being an issue at this when BMW Vista tried to scam me. So to again make a long story short, what exactly happened? So in early December of 2015, I had my favorite independent shop replace a coolant hose on the car. And they told me that they had pulled a code that said bank one was running lean. So they said keep an eye on that issue. There might be something going on there. Sure enough, I was aware of that. I had a code reader as well. And a few weeks later, sure enough, I'm driving on the freeway. The car starts to misfire. I hook up my code reader, and it says bank one is running lean. So it looks like that code has come back, and obviously a component has failed. So I take the car to Mossy BMW Vista just because they were convenient. I was actually in North County when the car started to have issues, so they were only about 5 minutes away at the time. I said, it's perfect. I'll take them to the dealer. I'll get a nice BMW loaner. My warranty company will cover it. So that's where I meet Bill Amadeo. And I cannot say enough bad things about this douchebag. So I'm skeptical right away because the dealership has just gone through a change where my service advisor has left and they have a new service manager. So I'm a little skeptical because I know the business. I used to work in the business, and I know that sometimes when there's a shakeup and people leave, they shake up because they're getting pressure to push up their numbers or inflate their numbers, no matter what the cost, even if that means being dishonest. And my last service advisor was awesome. She always took care of me. She was always honest with me, and the dealership BS from her was very minimal. I appreciated that. Bill right away just struck me as a sales guy. He did not strike me as a service advisor. He struck me just as a slimy sales guy. So I was a little nervous leaving my car with him, but whatever. I got an aftermarket warranty. Who really cares, right? So sure enough, I dropped the car off with them. They charged me $150 to diagnose the issue, and he calls me a few days later. He says, Eric, we diagnosed your car, and it looks like you've got misfires on bank one. You need all new plugs, coils, and injectors. So right away, I'm a little skeptical. I think he's full of it because all new plugs, coils, and injectors. Essentially, I think what they did is they read that code and they said, what can we justify charging? And that's what a lot of these dealerships do these days, is they read a code and they say, what is the most we can justify charging? What can we take this customer for? So I'm a little annoyed, but I say, look, Bill, there might be a misfire on cylinder 1, but I have an aftermarket warranty. I want to be on good terms with them. Let's revise this quote a little bit here, because the warranty company's not going to cover all 3 injectors, plugs, and coils if only one injector is bad or only one coil is bad. So let's revise that quote. Let's send the quote back to the warranty company with what's actually wrong. So I thought we had an understanding. So Bill told me, all right, I'm going to revise the quote. I'm not going to send them the quote for all this. And that quote was, here we go, 3253. So if you can see here, here's the diagnosis, 150 to diagnose the issue. And then they wanted to try to charge me 3253 for the injectors, plugs, and coils. So I hear back from Bill a few days later. He says, hey, bad news, Eric. The warranty company denied the claim. What do you want to do? So now I'm really suspicious. And now I'm pissed because my warranty company's never denied a claim. So I asked Bill, I said, well, Bill, what did you submit to them? And he didn't want to tell me. So now I'm really pissed. Now I know this guy is just a fucker. So I pressure him. He's dancing around the question. He's stuttering. Bill, be honest with me. Tell me, what did you submit to the warranty company? And he tells me, well, I asked them for new plugs, I asked them for new coils, and I asked them for injectors. So essentially, he did exactly what I told him not to do. He submitted the full $3,200 repair to the warranty company. What he was trying to do is, since I told him I'm not paying for that, he said, well, I'll just submit to the warranty company. Maybe I can get the warranty company to pay for it. I knew that wasn't going to fly. I knew that'd be a waste of time. I didn't want, for this to happen, for the warranty company to tell me they're not going to pay for all that when that's not what the car needs. And also, too, I want to stay on, good terms with them, right? I'm not trying to rip them off. They offer a product, and I want to be, make sure that when I bring the cars in for service, they're going to cover my claims, and they're not going to second guess me or my issues. So at this point, I'm absolutely livid. I'm livid that Bill lied to me. I'm livid that Bill told me he wouldn't submit the claim, and he did anyway. And I'm livid, too, at this quote, this ridiculous $3,200 quote for plugs, coils, and injectors. But I don't want to be too mad at the phone. They have my car in their possession, and at this point, I don't trust them at all. So I maintain my composure. It's like, Bill, no worries. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll pick up the car. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but no worries. So I see Bill the next day, and that's when I let him have it. I finally have the key in my hand, and I laid into him, and I told him, I said, look, this is ridiculous. This repair is ridiculous at $3,200. I've never seen a more ridiculous quote in my life. And 2, you did exactly what I told you not to do. You submitted this full claim to my warranty company, a claim that you knew they would never approve. And, and now I might be on bad terms with them. Obviously, this is not what the car needs because they denied the claim. So anyway, I tell him I'm not paying for the diagnose of the repair because all you guys did was run the codes and try to screw me. So I get my car and I leave. Here's the best part: is the service manager Vince calls me a few hours later, and he accuses me. He accuses me of being dishonest about this whole process because I apparently was being dishonest by not wanting them to submit the full repair to the warranty company. They had to tell the warranty company exactly what was wrong. So Vince, let me get this straight, my friend. I'm the one that's being dishonest because I didn't want you to submit this ridiculous claim to the warranty company? No. You guys are dishonest because you submitted this fraudulent claim to the warranty company and first tried to sell this claim to me, this repair to me, when it wasn't even the issue. So you are the dishonest ones. You're the ones that tried to rip me off for $3,200, and when I said no, you tried to rip my warranty company off for $3,200 when the repair only ended up costing me $100. So fuck you, Vince, and fuck you, Bill Amadeo. You guys are the 2 biggest slime balls I think I've ever met in my life. So what ends up happening? Well, I get my car, I go to my independent shop, and we'll go over to their invoice here. So my independent shop did not charge me to diagnose the problem. They did a full leak down test, a smoke test on my intake system. They ran codes in my car. They took the car for a test drive. They kept it overnight. What did they find? Well, they found there were actually two issues. So my diverter valves were leaking in the intake system, and then I also had an O2 sensor that was out. That was what was causing the misfire on bank one. So I'll zoom in here, but the total repair you might be able to see was $338.89. The warranty company actually covered this repair because it was legitimate, so I was only out my $100 deductible. So it cost me $100. The warranty company paid $238.89. So what can we learn from this entire experience? One, when you take your car to BMW Vista, Mossy BMW Vista, Service Advisor Bill Amadeo and Service Manager Vince are just going to try to take you for all you're worth. They're not going to be honest with you. They're going to try to give you the shaft in any way possible. And they're going to charge you $150 just to run codes on your car, and they then say, gee, what can we possibly justify charging? You go to an independent shop, and they'll actually do a real mechanic work. They'll find out what the issue is, and then they'll be honest with you. So lesson learned, as much as I like the free coffee, the free donuts, and the BMW rental when I take the car to a dealer, from here on out, I'm going to the independent shop. And definitely going to be writing to BMW North America about this. This has probably happened to me in the past, and I'm just sick of it. You know, some people will say this comes with the territory of owning a high-end vehicle. You know, that shouldn't be the case. You know, I've had some BMWs and Mercedeses, and you know, the dealers always just seem to jack up the cost of repairs, and again, try to take you for all you're worth, and it shouldn't be that way. So, yeah, so that's it. So I'm obviously disclosing the dealership, Mossy BMW Vista. Do not trust them. Do not take your car to them. They are not honest people. The independent shop, I am not going to disclose that shop just because I don't want anyone to think that I'm plugging them for this video. So, you know, this video is to expose Mossy BMW Vista. I don't want anyone to think that there is ulterior motives where I'm trying to plug a shop I'm affiliated with. I'm not affiliated with the shop, but they have forever, obviously, you know, earned my business because of how they treated the situation. So that's it. So Mossy BMW Vista, fuck you.